So what inspired me to join Proformex was really the people first and foremost. I'd worked with Chris Beck, our CEO, at our last company. I knew her work ethic and I knew she wouldn't be going anywhere just to go. She introduced me to Mike Pepe. He had a vision for the life insurance space, which I knew absolutely nothing about, but found the challenge and the opportunity to be incredibly compelling. For those who don't know me, I love a challenge, I love hard work, and I love the opportunity to work with people that I trust and who share the same vision as I do. So when it boiled down to it, this opportunity that was there and the people that I was going to be able to do this with was pretty exciting. What have I learned about marketing to the financial institution and life insurance since I've joined Proformex? Well, number one, it's really hard. It's a space that has been fairly set in its ways for a long time, but there's a common thread in marketing to this industry, just like any industry these days. And it's really, you need to be authentic. You need to communicate what your product can do for them. What's in the best interest of the customer. And so we do that by using case studies, testimonials, real life examples of how Proformex is the ideal solution to help them help their customers. And it falls right in line with Mike's vision, our team's vision of eventually protecting the policyholder and how that comes back full circle to helping the advisor, the distributors attract, nurture, and grow their business. Where do I see Proformex in the next 3 to 5 years? What impact do you want Proformex to have on the industry? Honestly, I want it to revolutionize the industry. I want it to be the tool that every life insurance advisor, every wealth manager, anyone in the financial institution world who sells even a life insurance policy uses as a trusted source to make sure that their clients, their policies, the death benefit, God forbid something happens, is there for people when they need it most. It's the industry standard for every single business. It's a must-have and it's a game changer in the financial services industry. People ask me all the time, what brands do I look for inspiration? And there's a few out there that I really enjoy referencing because they're disruptors. They've made life better for the people that they do business with. Airbnb, Netflix, Uber, companies like that provide a service or an experience that makes the entire ecosystem better. I feel like at Proformex, we do that. We're able to help advisors, we're able to help the distributors, we're able to help the carriers, but most importantly, we're able to help make sure that the policy holders, the people that actually own the life insurance policy are protected, and that not one person ever doesn't have a death benefit that gets paid. So life insurance is confusing, and people ask me all the time, well, I always thought death benefits get paid. And that's not necessarily the case because there's different kinds of insurance. So the most common type of insurance is term life insurance. It's very simple. And I'm not an insurance agent, but even I understand this, right? You pay a premium every single year, and as long as you've paid that premium, meaning that policy is in force, upon death, that dollar amount gets paid out to the beneficiary. It's simple, it's straightforward, it's to the point. But there's other life insurance, the other types of life insurance like permanent, whole life, things like that, where they may or may not be performing based on market indexes. It could be similar to a stock or a bond, right? You go buy a stock and today it's worth here, tomorrow it's down here, you don't know where it is. And if the premium, if the policy is not performing as is and the premium is not paid or it's not at the level it needs to be, well, the policy could run out at age 75 instead of 90. And so all of a sudden, if an advisor is not paying attention or doesn't have a tool like Proformex to monitor, or a system to monitor if that policy is in force or that it will lapse at a certain time, all of a sudden, the worst case scenario that could happen is you have a death, the policies lapse because nobody was paying attention to it, and now a family doesn't have the death benefit that they were expecting to have. An advisor may not want to use Proformex at times. Well, there's really no reason why they shouldn't want Proformex, is the real answer. Every advisor theoretically gets involved in the insurance industry in order to protect their customer, to protect their client, and to make sure anything that they sold is performing, right? So if somebody isn't altruistic or has nefarious ideas, well, that's in any business. It's not just the life insurance business. But using a tool like Proformex for pennies a day to ensure that you're taking care of your biggest asset, which is your clients, there's no reason why somebody shouldn't or wouldn't use Proformex. It's that simple. Quite honestly, it's basically because they didn't know the technology didn't exist.